name is Jennifer Frost Moreno, and along with Natalie Godinez, we are the artists for Words Alive Art and Lit Exhibit 2020. I am a professor of Chicana and Chicano Studies at Mesa College, as well as a community activist and organizer. Natalie herself is an artist living up in Los Angeles, but originally from the Tijuana, San Diego region. And we present you with this exhibit, The Future Is Us, which presents you with the ideas of our students who are our future, and it's right here, right now. The reason I chose banners as the main medium for this art project was because by creating banners, you're creating a message that students have to really stand behind and decide if that's worth fighting for. Protest banners are seen on the streets in large protests as signs meant to convey their desire and their desire for change. Protest banners are really meaningful for me because it's one of the first moments where I really got to stand behind a message that I believed in. And I believe that it's very transformative to see the students take these inner thoughts and beliefs and put them out there for the world to see. It really shows true character development in them. My inspiration behind hanging the banners was originally to create this environment that you walk through and you're confronted by each banner as you kind of stroll along through the exhibit. You're able to get really up close with them and read each individual message by the students, which is wonderful. They have this kind of ethereal quality in that they're hanging to kind of show a temporality in time and space. So, this exhibit is hung in this way and we're never really going to be able to replicate it again. So it's a very special time to be here. Originally, before the pandemic, it was designed to have folks walk through and really be confronted with the messages. So now you'll just have to peruse online and really take notice of the individual marks and messages by the students. So I came into this project as an educator, an activist, and also an artist. And so I wanted to tell you a little bit about how those three things really inform this project. As an educator, I knew the importance of getting students to sit down and really think about these issues that they're facing outside of their classrooms. I knew the importance of expressing their emotion and also learning from history and what's come before and try to give some sense of comfort with that. As an activist, I knew the importance of working quickly, working in the moment, and really getting these ideas and these emotions out there for people to also use and reflect on and connect with. As an artist, I came into this project knowing that we could express this however we wanted to, using all kinds of materials. We're using muslin and paint and carving tools. And so really allowing the medium to be a place of solace and comfort as well, and getting the message out. And again, sharing it with others is an important part of the process. What surprised me about the process in creating these banners and creating these artworks was seeing the messages of the students and realizing how close they are to the things that I also care about, which really made me feel a sense of community in really fixing these issues that we're being faced with. For example, there's banners noting affordable rent, or addressing bullying, or showing more love, having Chicana pride, which I relate to as being a Chicana, and so I really felt a sense of closeness with the students. I was also surprised at how much we were able to do at our homes. These individual words each have hand-printed materials by Natalie Godinez in her home in Los Angeles, so it's really nice to see these really tactile moments from her home brought into this exhibit. Looking at this banner made as one unit, as one object. But before it was sewn together, they were individual pieces by each student. So I wanted to show you a couple special things about the individual quality of these banners. Each student made a mark with their thumbprint using paint to show that they were there, using that as their signature. A couple other things that are special about each individual print is the amount of paint that's applied. You can really tell a lot about each student's mindset coming into the project. For example, if they use a lot of paint on their message, it shows that they were really committed to the message and they wanted to make sure that there was enough paint to leave that message behind. If the paint is a little more thin, for example, it shows perhaps maybe a bit of passiveness, but also just not sure what to expect. Another special quality of these is that some use visual images to portray the message that they're trying to get across, showing that they're a visual learner, right? And then we also have the way that the styrofoam, the printing plate, how it was carved itself. If you see really clear lines, that shows you that that student carved pretty deeply and consistently their message into the styrofoam. So yeah, I encourage you to look up close and learn about each student's personality and their mindset going into printing these artworks. Take a second and talk about a couple of the different messages that I see in the banners. It's impossible to pick a favorite one. There's so many to talk about. However, I noticed that with the messages, there's a lot of emotion and a lot of inner thoughts behind them. And as an educator, I love that because you really want to get inside your students' heads and get their true feelings out, right? So you can help them. But what I noticed is that they're really helping themselves. There's a lot of messages about how to be an ally. For example, this one up here says, "Trans rights matter, be an ally." And I think that's really a call for protection amongst each other, to really band together and protect each other, no matter what their sexual orientation is, their gender, their ethnicity. I think that's really important. Also to band together to protect our planet. There's a lot of messages around that. There's another one here that says "Stop school shootings," and that one just expresses some anger and some frustration. So you have the whole range of emotions that we should really be honoring in our students each and every day. Activism is very important because it gives you the vehicle to make yourself known and put out there that you want change, that you desire change. What I love about activism is it's all about desire. It's all about love and bringing people together to advocate for change. And I think as young people especially, it's important to know that you have a voice. And just like each of the three female protagonists, they each use their voice to propel change, to propel their communities. So I really believe that these students, that our students now have this tool to use moving forward throughout their lives.